How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, with round two of the Six Nations only a couple days away, I want to break down my predicted Ireland squad and who I think is going to be in line to play up against Scotland. Now, the official release, I believe, is going to be on Friday because it's going to be a Sunday game. But I wanted to get this out, see what your guys' thoughts are. I want to hear from you guys who you predict to start. And kind of what your score predictions are going to be. So let me know in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe as always, as it does help my channel. And let's get into it. So number one, for me, I can't choose anyone other than Porter. He is, again, one of the best scrummagers in the world. We saw his consistent performance up against England, and there's a lot of debate on him, and he's one of the best in the world, without a doubt, right? Whether he's having an outstanding game, he's a consistent player, which is why when it comes to Ireland, for me, he's number one always. Number two, we go into the hooker. I put on Dan Sheehan. Now, because of that brilliant performance that he had coming in up against England, I feel that deserves him the right to start. He gets that nod over Kelleher, and I think he's going to have an absolutely dominant game up against England. Up against Scotland. I think he just has too much for Scotland. He's too powerful, and he's really going to do some serious work over over Scotland. So that's going to be a big one. If he can pull out another performance like he did up against England, I feel sorry for you, Scotland. I really do feel sorry for you. We move into the tight head. Now, this is one that personally, I would love to see Furlong play. I believe he is coming back, whether he's fully fit, whether he's ready. I would love to see Furlong play. For me, he's absolutely brilliant. He would absolutely smash Scotland 9 ways to Sunday. And I truly do feel that Ireland is a much stronger squad, especially a much stronger forward pack, having Furlong there. Otherwise, if not, I do have Bielam back in at number 3 and kind of go from there. So 4, I have, again, if ready, McCarthy. Again, what he brings to the squad is that strength, that solidity, and he's pretty good in the air as well. So I would say McCarthy 4, Ryan 5. Again, I don't think I need to say anything about Ryan. James Ryan, the guy, he's an absolute beast. Absolute beast. You see his ball winning ability at lineouts. The guy, his running ability, like running with the ball, making yards. And I know he's not too shabby of a sprinter with the ball either. So yeah, hard hits, brilliant at the line out, coming down, just brilliant. This is why Ireland have such a deadly squad, right? The quality here is ridiculous. I mean, they do have an average, I think the average age for the Ireland squad is around 29. I think it's 29. But they are just absolutely ridiculous. And this is why England had such a hard time. They couldn't do anything. And it's down to players like Ryan that are consistent. They are composed, right? And they swat everything away like it's, like England or bloody flies. So I feel Ryan and McCarthy will have a brilliant partnership in that number 4 and 5 role. And this will just absolutely nullify. It will nullify Scotland. Then this is where things start to get interesting. So because I'm putting McCarthy in at 4, I'm putting Ryan in at 5. I would say this allows Ty Burn to drop into 6. right? And we all know just how deadly Burn is at 6. So for me, playing this is where I would love to see Burn. But I want to know what your guys' thoughts, on who you would play in and around here, right? But this is ideally what I would like to see. And then we would have Van der Fleer in 7, Doris 8. No changes there. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? 9, Jameson Gibson Park, people. Jameson Gibson Park. He's that engine. He makes Ireland tick. He controls tempo. He makes things work. He's quick off of everything. Got man of the matchup against England, and he bloody well deserved it. The guy is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And this is a player that can pretty much fit into almost any single squad in the world. Personally, I love him. I know there are a lot of people that don't like him, mainly coming from people that don't like Ireland. But the guy is absolutely, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, at number 9, I have Gibson Park. 10. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting, right? Because Prendergast, he started up against England. He had a pretty slow game. He kind of built into it, struggled to convert, but he kind of started working his way into it, right? And then Crowley came on. Crowley smashed it. Converted two tries, um, and his general gameplay was phenomenal. For that, I think he only had like 13 minutes. I think he only had around 30 minutes of play, but phenomenal, absolutely, absolutely brilliant. And I think this performance will give him the nod over Prendergast, especially up against Scotland, because Crowley brings a little bit more composure. He brings more experience, and he's not a bad kicker of the ball either. He's a bigger frame up against, especially up against Scotland, who are giants. Um, I think that's going to work to Ireland's favor, right? So I think what's going to happen, Crowley's going to get the nod, and it's going to be just like the England game. Prendergast is going to come in around the 50th, 60th minute, kind of as a relief player, and just add in that fresh pair of legs, and to use his kicking ability to really destroy what might already be a destroyed Scotland, right? He's going to make them work. He's going to make them run. He's going to tire them out. And Prendergast, he's brilliant with his feet. So honestly, I think that's what's going to happen. Some people are saying Prendergast is going to start, and then Crowley's going to come in as as another utility man, as someone, as what's the word? An impact player coming in just like he did last time. 56th minute comes in, makes the difference. Boom. So personally, I think Crowley is going to start. Prendergast is going to come in around the 56th minute, probably when Scotland have already been beaten and Ireland have a relatively solid lead. But yeah, it's always an interesting one with Scotland at number 10, because both Crowley and Prendergast are so good and they are fighting for these positions. And that's what makes us great. And this was ultimately going to bring the best out of both players, having this fierce competition, one fighting for the next. And then the moment the one gets over, okay, I got to be doing better. I got to be making sure that Easterby sees me. Boom. And it just, they work off of each other and get better. So personally, that's what I think is going to happen. Now, 11, I got low. I don't have anything other than low. Yes, there was the bits and pieces in the England game, especially with Cunningham South. But personally, he's a brilliant player. As a player, he's bloody brilliant, and he's got a brilliant left foot in him. So for me, um, I have low, getting the nod, 11, that 11 position. 12 and 13, again, I have Aki and Ringrose. I don't think they're going to change that. I think they're going to keep that partnership there. They worked well. Obviously, Aki, again, he didn't exactly have the best start, and he kind of worked himself into into the game and then scoring that beautiful, beautiful try. But yeah, I think they're going to stick. I think they're going to stick firm on this one. 14. I think Mac Hansen should be available because obviously he did pick up a little knock. I think it was a blood injury, and then he did end up coming on again. But I don't know whether they're gonna rest him for this game. But personally, I think if they do rest Mac Hansen, like I would like to see Mac Hansen play. So ideally, he would be my number 14, but I can't be 100% certain. So what I would say is, if it's not Hansen, I would love to see Calvin Nash uh, get that 14 spot. I mean, he's getting on in his years. I mean, especially for a wing, he's 20, 27, 28 years old. He's not, he's not a super young kid. He's not old either, but he's got brilliant vision. He's not the fastest, he's not the paciest of wingers, but his ability to sneak past people, his ability to be slippery is um, bloody fantastic. You see how he just swerves in between lines. It's ridiculous. He's got very quick feet and he knows how to slip people. So this might also play um, in Ireland's favour up against Scotland, where Scotland do have a habit of doing stupid stuff, giving the ball away stupidly, stupid handling errors. So yeah, if Hansen doesn't play, I would love to see Nash get that nod. And then last but not least, Hugo Keenan. For me, again, one of the best fullbacks in the world. Ireland do have the options, but I can't see Easterby dropping Keenan for the Scotland game. I really cannot see that happening. He's too important. He's an absolutely outstanding player, and he's kind of like the full package. So, um, yeah, that's my 15. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I want to know what your 15 for this game is going to be, because the Scotland side is they're going to be coming in. They're going to be wanting to kick the ball, use that kicking play, gain territory. Hopefully, Finn Russell has a good game. Otherwise, they screwed. And if he's in the mood of just throwing away tries like he did last time, it's going to be a very, very long day for Scotland. But Finn Russell, when he's in the mood, is one of the best that there is. But he's also one of his worst enemies. If he's having a brilliant game, he's having a brilliant game. But if he's having a horrible game and things are going wrong, the guy is self-destructive and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And he lets his head get to him. His head gets the better of him. And things just they don't just fall down a hill, they avalanche down a hill. So yeah, I want to know what you guys think. What's your team? What do you think the predictions are going to be? Because personally, I have Ireland to win 32. I'm saying 32-18. 32-34-18. That's where I see this game heading. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment sections below. I want to hear from you guys, the good, the bad. Just, I want to know what your team is. Maybe there's a couple of players on here that you think could potentially do a better position or a bit more rotation, right? Because at the end of the day, Scotland is no England or France. I mean, Scotland is kind of like England. For me, I actually have them. I actually have Scotland to beat England, but to rephrase, they know France, right? They know South Africa. They know New Zealand. They are a brilliant squad to be wary of. But do Scotland have what it takes to honestly get the best out of Ireland? I don't think so. Ireland on what, a 10-win streak up against Scotland? 10 wins in a row. Chances of Scotland getting another one, a win over Ireland, it's very low. It's like very, very low. But let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below. So please like and subscribe as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.